Welcome to your 2025 Los Grandes Pepinos lottery draft. We've got 15 lotto balls here in my hand for all the lottos accounted for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Each color corresponds to a person. Robbie knows the colors. I texted him those yesterday, so there is that level of integrity taken care of. But we'd like to welcome you guys in. We have an exciting show planned for you. Casey, anything you want to say before we send it to Rob?
Yeah, I just want to say shout out to everyone who put this together. Karsten made all of the graphics for this again, so shout out Karsten. We've been talking about this for over a month.
LGP Creative has been going real hard.
Yeah, so we have a LGP Creative group chat that's been going pretty hard for the last week or so, and shout out Austin for getting all the setup completely functional. We had a nice little troubleshooting session of about 2 hours yesterday to get everything to work and all the videos to.
So thanks to Jason for hopping on as well to help us get through that.
So awesome, yeah,
cool. Well, hey, you know what? Let's just get to it. Rob, to you, man.
All right. So year in review. It was a long season with a lot of ups and downs. Thought it was worth noting the rise and fall of a couple teams. I think Chance and Carson really broke out. Pretty awesome seasons from them. Not the ending that they wanted, but only one guy can win, which we all know was Carson. It was pretty cool to see Casey turn it around for most of us. I did not enjoy any of it. Pretty excited to see the fall come back on that one. A lot of injury ups and downs. Max and Sam were pretty big recipients on that front. I think they're pretty happy to have the 2024 season over and to roll into 2025. Trying to think. I mean, I tried to get a count on how many messages we had, and I just couldn't. It just doesn't happen.
It's a lot of messages.
Yeah, literally thousands. So, way to be active, guys. Good to see all your smiling faces at 9 a.m. on a Saturday.
That's right. Hey, I want to say the under hit. You know, I set the line at 3.5 of guys being in bed. The fact there's guys out driving and playing golf.
It should have been guys on the golf course. I didn't even think of that.
I know. What were we thinking? Well, Rob, should we get into it?
Oh, yeah. Let's get into it.
All right. With the first pick of the 2025 Lotto Draft is...
We're here to talk about two of our favorite guys.
Biggest my guy that I know, which is Robert James Dale the fifth. How many are you?
Fifth. Oh, I thought that we were starting with Jordan Love. That's what the sigh was for.
It can't be a Dynasty Juice podcast without talking about Jordan Love.
Jalen Hurts. Jordan Love.
Trevor
I'll mention Jordan Love.
Hurts.
Jordan Love. Hurts. Trevor Lawrence.
Jordan Love.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Jordan Love sucks.
Tired of hearing takes about mediocre quarterbacks and sleepers who never wake up? Well, have I got the podcast for you? Introducing Los Grande Pepinos, the only fantasy football podcast scientifically proven to give you better takes, bigger laughs, and fewer wasted draft picks. Unlike other podcasts that spend 45 minutes debating if Trevor Lawrence is elite, we actually help you win your league. Don't waste another season on bad advice. Subscribe to Los Grande Pepinos today. Results may vary, but not really.
Man, those dang YouTube ads, they really get you. Okay, first pick. Zeke with the 101. Now Jason gets Achan, Genty,
and Robbins
and Bijan. That's brutal.
We're happy for it. Thank you, Zeke. Thank you so much for that straight up trade. First for first last November. Actually, 2 Novembers ago. That was awesome.
Rob, What do you want to tell us about this pick?
I mean, I just didn't want to talk about this one. I'm pretty disappointed. A team that's been permanently rebuild but wants to be win now, trading their first for someone else's first straight up. I mean, it's a bold move, way to call your shot, but you should probably hit a shot if you're going to call one like that. I don't have a lot to say.
Well, let's go to the 102. Let's see who is going to walk away with the 102.
I should have tried harder at that pick yesterday, Jason.
Bang bang, skeet skeet. Oh,
this is tough.
sorry, that's actually a false alarm. Sorry, guys. Not to trick you, but it was actually this one.
I can show you a quick little reasoning why. We had a technical issue here where two balls came out at once. Oh, wait. If I can show you, it's not going to focus.
That's right. The red ball came out first.
The red ball came out first, and two balls came out once, and Austin didn't see the red one.
That's right. Anyways,
So Sam's
Bring back
driving right now,
the-
so he can't yell at us, but he is upset.
Hey, bring back the garbage bag and the ping pong balls if
Seriously.
you guys are going to be this terrible.
that's all right. Rob, would you like to talk about my pick and who has that?
Yeah, I was trying to find it. That's the one you traded it for junk, didn't you?
I traded it for Jonathan Taylor.
There we go. No.
Well, I traded Achan and Najee Harris.
It was
and
traded
that
twice.
Yeah, then it got traded again. Casey traded it to Luke.
I traded it to Luke in that trade where I sent him Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff, and ended up getting
A couple 24 firsts.
a couple firsts, which turned into like Bo Nix and Drake May, and some other stuff as well. Hollywood Brown, which turned into a first.
Anything, Rob?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get just trying to understand why you'd give up a first for Jonathan. Well, a first in Najee and Achan for
That was
Jonathan
also in
Taylor.
2023.
That's
so-
fair.
Jonathan Taylor's much younger. Najee wasn't doing a whole lot, and neither was Achan. Achan hadn't broken out.
Jonathan Taylor just got paid too.
Yeah,
that was the year.
Taylor
Yeah, he
did just get paid a bunch of money.
Really helps you rebuild.
Well, should we go on to the pick number 3?
Yeah.
This pick is brought to you by another sponsor. They brought in someone who wanted to roll the pick for us. So, without further ado, Casey, roll.
If Danny was in the room, I was going to try and have him announce a pick.
Oh, we got another red. We will remove the red. Blue. Highest probability for the 101 falls to the 103.
Again.
It means if he misses the playoffs again, whoever has his 2026 first will have at least 6 lotto balls in next year's drawing, which is bad.
Yeah, that's awesome that Max has all those chances at the 101. I would just like to hear from Bryce on his thoughts, why he traded a first for Joe Mixon and then never held Joe Mixon. What did you trade Mixon for?
That was for Jalen Warren, actually. That first, I believe.
No, it was Joe Mixon.
That was Mixon.
Yeah. Bryce got Joe Mixon.
I don't recall this trade. Yeah, why don't you tell me?
This is the end of season 2 playoff push in late
that's
October. You gave Carson Hunter Renfrow 2024 first, 2024 fourth, sorry, and your 25 first for Mixon, Brenton Strange, and a second. Which is really not. It wasn't a super egregious overpay for the price that playoff push RBs usually go for at the end of a season. But
Yeah, I don't hate that trade. Also, if I owned my first and I got the 103 after 3 years of misery, I'd be pretty upset. So I'm actually pretty happy I don't own it. So
Have you thought about making better trades to help end the misery?
I will never consider that.
Let's move on to the 104.
Ooh, another red.
And with the 104, bingo wings.
How did Luke get rid of his first in the first place?
It was that trade where he ended up
Jared
getting-
Goff and Amon-Ra bundle.
Yeah, so it actually worked out because he upgraded that because he has Ding's pick.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big upgrade.
And then the first moved again from Casey to Carson for Jahan Dotson and a first.
That was for the 104.
Oh, that's from the 104 last year. That makes more sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't love that. I guess he got Rashad White, or he got White. Yuck. But it's currently on Sam White's team, right?
Yes.
that was in the three-way with Chance
Three-way.
for Burrow, Caleb Williams, Kyler Murray. That one.
Yep. I mean, the three-way looks even enough. Looks like everybody got their fair share of attention. The biggest trade that's a question mark on that one for me is just like, I don't know, Dotson in the 103 for a first, second, and Rashad White feels short. Casey, would you like to defend yourself?
Yeah, I ended up trading that pick up to the 102 to get Marvin Harrison, which I had turned into CeeDee Lamb. So can't really complain about what I got for that. Plus, at the time, I think trading Rashad White to get the 104 and how that season went up this year felt pretty good. So I was a big fan of that.
Yeah.
To defend Carson, it was pre-lotto draft when that trade was done, so we didn't know what it was. He had like the lowest odds in the tank, so he was thinking. I remember talking with Carson about that. He was pretty upset that it ended up being the 104. He thought it was going to be 5 or 6 for sure.
Yeah, Casey doesn't need to defend anything he did because he made it to the championship. So it obviously all worked.
And I beat Robbie twice on the way. It was pretty good.
And you still have the same amount of championship wins as Bryce, who's never made the playoffs.
Hey, same as you. We're good.
All right. On to the 105. Luke
So I know
traded-
I got this pick twice and traded it to Zeke twice. Shout out Zeke for always giving me players for a first.
Dale Bro
and
conspiracy
then-
something in there.
Zeke traded it to somebody. I was looking for it. Who did he
Luke
send
has it
to?
now.
Yeah, Luke has it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I can't find what Luke got it for.
Max's
Probably scraps.
first been traded 5 times. The initial one was Robbie and Max for Bryce Young, and then Robbie to Zeke and the Stephon Diggs.
Chris Godwin.
Yeah, and Zeke to Max, and then Max to Rob, and then Rob to Luke.
That's right. You traded Chris Godwin for a Lotto first.
Oh, I stand by that. At the time, Godwin was the wide receiver 1. He looked younger in the sense that he wasn't injured, and he's like 27, 28. Thought I could get 3 years of that production out of him. And then I turned him into D-Hop in a tantrum move that I don't think I'm as proud of.
And in everyone's defense, everyone thought Max was not going to be a Lotto first. So
Yeah, we didn't know Max was going to suck this year. Thanks, Max.
that's right. Well, with the 106,
Man, that's a tough roll. He went from the 102 Down to the 106 after a clerical error.
I think we should hear from Sam because of the clerical error and just to tell us what it's like to slide all the way from permanent playoff team to not even a good first round pick, just the 106.
Think we should re-roll these dice.
They're not dice, they are balls.
There was no practice run here. I mean, come on.
We practiced a lot yesterday.
There's so many practice runs.
So just to recap, at the 101 is Zeke. Lifetime record 26 and 22. He managed to save his future after trading his first for a half-eaten churro. The 102 was myself. Lifetime record 15 and 34. My career win total is still can't legally vote. It also legally can't drive. It does have a permit, though. The 3 was Bryce with a lifetime record of 18 and 32. Has won the toilet bowl more times than Trevor Lawrence has been to the playoffs. So his lifetime win record can vote. The 4 is Luke. Lifetime win record of 25 and 24. He thinks that getting married is more important than the draft trip. Whoop-de-doo. The 5 is Max. Lifetime record of 28 and 20. He'll say one thing when you're seeking trade advice, but then do the exact opposite when he wants to trade with you. And the 106, as we all know, is Sam. Lifetime win record of 26 and 23. Had a quicker downfall than Drake after the beef.
Nicely done, Austin, Casey. Thanks for putting it together. Carson with the graphics.
Glad we can make it happen.
Lots of production for something so small.
Yeah, you can tell we're in too deep if we are putting out this type of production for a lotto drawing.
That last 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, we'll hear a word from our sponsors again.
We're here to talk about two of our favorite guys.
Biggest my guy that I know, which is Robert James Dale the fifth. How many are you?
Fifth, yeah, fifth. Oh, I thought that we were starting with Jordan Love. That's what the sigh was for.
It can't be a Dynasty News podcast without talking about Jordan Love.
Jalen Hurts. Jordan Love.
Trevor. I'll mention Jordan Love.
Hurts.
Jordan Love. Hurts. Trevor Lawrence.
Jordan Love. Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Jordan Love sucks.
Tired of hearing takes about mediocre quarterbacks and sleepers who never wake up? Well, have I got the podcast for you? Introducing Los Grande Pepinos, the only fantasy football podcast scientifically proven to give you better takes, bigger laughs, and fewer wasted draft picks. Unlike other podcasts that spend 45 minutes debating if Trevor Lawrence is elite, we actually help you win your league. Don't waste another season on bad advice. Subscribe to Los Grande Pepinos today. Results may vary, but not really.
Thanks for
Hey
tuning
guys,
in, guys.
I just want to, I'll make a commitment right now. I will put $20 to $30 on Trevor Lawrence to win the MVP next year. And when it happens, I will fund the draft trip because I'm that convicted that is what's going to happen. So anyway, yeah.
I think you should put $10 on him for every time you say his name in that clip.
So all those clips are all unique sayings of those three quarterbacks' names, and it took me about 5 minutes to find all of that, and all I had to do was skip to a random point in the video and wait 30 seconds. So I did all that while I was at work yesterday, and I go, wow, this is a lot easier than I thought it was.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, you guys will see. You'll all see.
In the elite clip that was highlighted in the video, I would like to point out that Bryce had Trevor Lawrence rated above Lamar Jackson, who has won the MVP multiple times.
In fairness, that was way back when Lamar couldn't stay healthy. Yeah, and then Lamar didn't have a contract, and he refused to stay healthy.
Didn't he win the MVP the year before that?
He did not. No, he won it in 2019. Missed the fantasy playoffs 2 years in a row. Let's be realistic. Let's not have some revisionist history.
Well, Hey,
I also had Deshaun Watson in that tier with Lamar. So times
you really?
change.
It was like
Yeah.
the tier was called like "Welcome Back to 2019" or something like that.
That's hilarious. Also, just a little teaser. There might be like a QB carousel. Los Grandes Podpinos episode dropping here in a week or two, featuring our very own Bryce Gillis. So stay tuned for that. He has to pass the bar first. So
I did say I had to pass.
well, that's all we got for you guys. So you can hang out and chat and be friends, or you can go do stuff.
I would like to point out how I thought it was funny how Max said he was pooping, and the next thing I saw, he was in his car.
He's on his way to LeaderCon.
Luke, we have things to discuss. Yeah, cool. Just making sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, anyone want to do some trade talks here live on the show?
They're talking about T. Higgins, by the way.
No.
Okay, Rob, we have discussions to make then.
Rob, we also have discussions to make. How many people are you talking to, Rob?
A lot.
Rob, we have discussions to make.
Rob.
Oh my God.
He's talking to everyone, Chance. Don't worry, I know what your offer is.
I know what your offer is, too. He sends it to everybody.
Get out of
He
here.
sends each other's.
We should make a group chat of the three of us and just compete for T. Higgins.
That's actually a good idea.
Rob left the call.
All right, boys. Have a good weekend. Great work.